Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, the next thing on my mind is jobs and economy. Now, I know as of late people have been saying, oh, the job market is great, more jobs are being created, unemployment's low, and unemployment in certain racial groups are lower than ever before. That may be true, but the problem is how much money we're earning. See, it doesn't matter if we're if we have low unemployment, if people are underemployed as far as how much they're getting for wages. I mean, you can't live on these wages. For example, Massachusetts, the wage gap is insane. I mean, you have like you look on jobs on Indeed.com, for example, they want to hire managers, but they want to pay them $25,000 a year to be a manager, which is insane. So yeah, we can create low unemployment, but it's irrelevant if all the jobs can't cover the cost of living, especially in state of Massachusetts. I mean, Massachusetts is like a conundrum in certain ways, and as of many states, is that a lot of states like Massachusetts, you need about 70 to 80 grand to thrive. Yet the jobs here want to pay you poverty level money, like $25,000 to $30,000. Now there's certain jobs that pay you more, but those jobs are finite. There's only so many of those jobs around. Okay, so somebody's like making 100 grand a year or more around here, that'd be more the exception, not the rule. So in general, you can't support yourself. And what happens is a lot of places will do is they'll like pay you very low wages in the hope that you just collect food stamps or go on mass health or some sort of a health program so they don't have to pay for it. That's not right. If you work a job, you should be able to pay for your expenses and give you decent benefits. At the end of the day, that's also issue too is benefits. So not only do these jobs pay very little, but then the benefits are terrible. They're almost non-existent. So you should be able to work one job and support yourself. This nonsense you have to work 3 or 4 jobs is insane. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know that many people who work 2 or 3 jobs and living comfortably. They're still struggling. They're still working an insane amount of hours and have a quality life. That is not living. Okay? And unfortunately, a lot of corporations tend to take advantage of this, paying all these very low wages just so they can maximize their profit. I mean, again, this is why we have such a huge gap between the 1% and everybody else, because the pay is not correspondent to the cost of living. You simply cannot get ahead. Nobody wants to spend the entire life working just to get by, if you're lucky to even do that. The real issue needs to be addressed. Wages need to be increased, and that has to be pursued aggressively as if you're trying to bring the job unemployment down as well. If you don't do that, it doesn't really matter. You can have unemployment of 2%, but if everyone's working for jobs $20,000 a year, they can't get ahead. Okay? Around here, if you want to buy a house, some places they won't even talk to you if you're not making 60 grand a year minimum. Okay? So how can you even buy a house if all the jobs pay very low money? Again, it's like a bizarre world that we live in, where the cost of the living is going exponentially higher, but the wages remain the same, in some cases lower. Like I said, around certain states, look on the job searches in there. A lot of those jobs out there, they're more than content to pay you minimum wage. What's the point? Why work for $11 an hour here? In some states, minimum wage is much lower. You can't get ahead. Okay? So some people want to make excuses. They want to work hard, but you're not going to work 50 hours a week making 11 bucks an hour. You're still not going to get ahead. You're still going to get hammered with taxes, and you're still not going to be in the right tax bracket to do certain things in life. So until this is done, a lot of people will become poor, and the middle class is going to be decimated. Okay? So like I said, we all want to work hard. But like I said, if I work a job 40, 50 hours, I want to get paid the appropriate level amount of money. Again, no more this $25,000 a year. It is ridiculous. Okay? Try getting like a lawyer for a case. The first thing lawyer's going to ask you is how much you make an hour. That's it. Lawyers won't even help you if you make low amounts of money. So there you go. So you're screwed either way. You want to get help, but if you make so little, you can't buy a house. You can't get a lawyer if you need it. There's a lot of things you can't do. So you're forced to do certain things to get by. Like you have some people to go on public assistance because they got no choice, because at least they live. They got food on the table and they got health insurance, which is they got. Either they do that or become homeless. So there has to be a compromise. The wages need to increase, otherwise, a lot of us going to be poor forever. That's my take on life. Have a good day.